What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can scale up your TikTok shop using paid creators. I'm going to be going through why I think paying TikTok shop affiliates is the best method to scale up your shop. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this, go through a demo, exactly what you should be looking for when you're hiring creators, and why I think most people are actually looking at the wrong metrics. And then I'm going to walk through some realistic expectations specifically when you are starting from zero. Now, first off, who am I? A little bit more about myself, Brands Me Creators, and this channel. We are a TikTok shop agency. We've done over 50 million in GMV in just the last 6 months. Here's just a quick screenshot from our dashboard. Last 28 days, 6 million. We've worked with dozens of brands, have thousands of creators in our agency and on this channel. I'm going to be showing you some of the behind the scenes and just what I'm seeing working right now. So let's jump on in, scaling up your TikTok shop with paid content creators. Now, first off, let's talk through the why. Why do I think this is the right method? Why do I think you should be using paid creators instead of just the pure affiliate model? First off, when you're starting from zero, the pure affiliate model, it's a long, slow grind. It's very difficult to get really good affiliates when you have zero sales, zero traction. You don't have any leverage with the creators, right? Good affiliates, they want to promote products that are already working. You can turn on an outreach bot, send out samples, but you're not really going to be getting great affiliates or great creators. You're kind of going to get like the bottom feeders because most people know it's harder to get a conversion on a product with zero reviews and zero sales. So the pure affiliate game, especially in the beginning, it's a slow grind. You don't really have many levers to pull when it comes to pure affiliates, right? There's only so much outreach you can do. And other than that, you can't really pull any lever. You can't say, oh, let's crank up the affiliates, right? There's kind of a max you get, especially when you're just starting off. You can't really do any of these big reward campaigns, right? Unless you're a big brand, right? And you have a ton of sales on Instagram, Amazon, you have a large presence. Doing a rewards campaign in the beginning, it's not going to be effective, right? It's only going to work if you already have traction on the platform, if a lot of people know who you are. So doing one of these, it's not really a lever that you can pull. Also, when you're working with the pure affiliate model, you have no creative control, right? You'll be sending out samples left and right, and you're going to get pretty poor quality content back. And you can't control that, right? You can't put any strategy, you can't give any input. I mean, you can, but you're not going to have anyone follow it because an affiliate, they go to your shop, they get a sample. All they got to do is make a video, right? They don't really want to, hop on a call, get in your Discord, listen to your strategy. And at the end of the day, with this pure affiliate model, you are still paying, right? You're just paying with your sample budget. So I believe that paying content creators upfront to promote your products, it's the fastest way to scale content output. If you want 1,000 videos posted your first month, you're not going to be able to hit that with the affiliate model. When you pay creators, easy. You can get 1,000 videos your first month if you have the budget for it. You also have full creative control, right? So when you're paying a creator, and we'll talk about pricing and how to, analyze these creators, but let's just say you're paying someone $500 and they're making you 10 videos, you can now tell them exactly what they need to post, right? You can have your full creative control on this. You can put the strategy how you want it. With the affiliate model, can't really do that. Also, you need content for ads. That's another huge lever. Ads, GMV max. You can only do that once you have, a certain amount of content out there. So that's why I believe you got to be paying creators. We're just moving more and more to this model as well. TikTok, they're even, releasing their own in-house systems where you can start to pay creators. It's kind of on beta right now, but that's the direction that everything is going. So let's talk about how. How can you go about paying creators? Let's say you want 1,000 videos your first month. How are you going to do that, right? Where do you even find these creators? How do you pay them? One way that people do is with the DM outreach bots. Instead of just sending an outreach message that's like, hey, get the sample, it might be, hey, I'll pay you $200 to make 5 videos. I'll pay you this, whatever it is. A lot of times they're sending all of those creators into a Discord. Maybe they're sending them through some type of jot form, intake form. Typically they have, someone that they hire to be the creator manager to make sure that if you do hire someone, all their videos are getting reviewed. They're following the brief. They're tracking typically, Google Sheets or wherever, setting up the payment systems. It's kind of a mess. It's kind of a nightmare. And that is exactly why we built our platform. Is exactly what we do, right? We have a large network of content creators, specifically TikTok Shop affiliates. You can go in there, see all of the creators, all of their pricing, all of their GMV data, history, everything. Go in and hire. What to look for when hiring a creator. So we'll kind of walk through a little demo in the platform. I want to show you guys exactly how this works. I guess we'll cover this first. What to look for when hiring a creator. What most people get wrong is they just look at top line GMV. And that's because that's typically what you'll see from TikTok is just, hey, here's how much this creator has done in GMV. In particular, the last 28 days. And here's why I think looking at that alone is kind of a terrible idea, and it doesn't always capture the full picture. And what I recommend looking at and how we've structured our platform and what I tell all of our clients to do, you want to look at GMV per video, right? This is more of like an efficiency metric because right now you have a lot of affiliates that they see that this is a volume game and they might do 10 videos a day. There's affiliates out there that are doing 20 videos per day. And so you, as a brand owner, you are going to be hiring them on a per video basis. So let's walk through an example. You have a creator, they did 30,000 in GMV last month, right? These are typically the numbers that everyone's looking at. You got a creator with 30,000 GMV. Here's another one with 20. Cool, I'll hire the one with 30. They're better, right? But that creator, they posted 30 videos in the last month. So on a GMV per video basis, they're bringing in $100 per video, right? It's kind of like their batting average. This is the efficiency metric. Now, on the other hand, you got a creator right here, 20,000 GMV per month, but they only posted 20 videos. That creator, even though their total GMV is less, they're actually 10 times more efficient. And that's what you really want to be looking at because these videos per month, it varies widely across affiliates. There's some that are like pretty consistent. They're one a day. Then you have these other creators that I kid you not, they're posting 20 videos per day. And so you're hiring them on a per video basis. You need to be looking at their stats on a per video basis. Last thing you want to look at when you're hiring a creator, also just like the content style is a fit. So you're going to go through, always make a brief when you're hiring creators. Do not go to creators and just say oh yeah, do whatever you want. You will get back terrible content because they just see this as, oh, I'm going to get, $1,000 for 10 videos. Cool. Let me just get these 10 videos done. Whenever you're hiring creators, it's very important that you give them a detailed brief and you put in that research, right? Because you can't just rely on them to put the research in. You're going to have to do that. I'll make a whole other video on how we do these briefs, how we go to these creators with the content that we want them to make. But it's another thing you want to look for, right? If you're going to have someone do skits, you want to find someone that they've done that before. Now, let's hop into the platform and I'm going to show you a little bit more detail about what I'm looking at when hiring creator. So I am in our platform right now under this find creators tab. I can filter by GMV, estimated ROI. I'll get into that in a little bit. Gender, age, categories. First thing I like to do, estimated ROI, high to low as the filter. And I'll talk through exactly what that estimated ROI is. But this is typically what I like to look at. So we're going through and we can see a couple of important stats. And this is all getting pulled in directly from TikTok. So we have GMV last 28 days. Again, this is what most people are looking at, only this number, but it doesn't tell the whole story. Then you have the GMV per video, right? So every time they post, every time Emily posts, on average, she's making $1,688 on that video. Now, this estimated ROI is essentially comparing the price per video and the GMV per video. So if someone was charging, let's say $10 a video and their GMV per video was 100, they would have a 10x ROI. So that's the key number that I'm looking at here. And of course, there's more that goes into it. That's not the only thing you should be looking at. But this is something that's really important. And we tried to make it simple by just letting you filter, by estimated ROI. And what you can see here is, you can get some really, really good deals on this platform. I'll stick with Emily here, but every time she posts a video, on average, she's earning $1,688, and we can hire her for $100 a video. That's really good, right? All things aside, there's so many other factors like your product, the script, everything else. But like all things aside, that's a great batting average, right? I got someone who every time she posts, she makes $1,600 on average, and I can pay her $100. Like that's the data that you need to go into this and set yourself up for success. A lot of times people they're looking at these top line numbers, and it doesn't tell the full story. So that's the first thing you're looking at. Second thing, of course, you want to do is you want to jump in and you want to actually go look at their content, see if it's a fit for what you're looking to do. So here's Danielle. Let me just, see her stats. 36,000 in GMV, solid number. Estimated ROI 14x, amazing. She does about $600 every time she posts, and we're getting her for $40 a video. Incredible. So the numbers are great. Let's actually see the content. So I go in here. First thing off the bat that you really like to see is kind of what's their upside, right? Have they gone viral before? We see a 1.6 million, 2.8 million. Cool. She's gone viral before. Check the box. That's great. Now I'm looking at the other side of that coin is like, what's the floor? A lot of times you'll see creators, they might have a million view, 2 million view, but then you're like 200, 200, 200, 150, like super low views. She's got a pretty high floor, right? This one's got 500, but it's probably posted recently. Everything else is like 1,000 views is like kind of her baseline, which is awesome. So everything I'm seeing right now is really, really good. The lighting's great. She's kind of a little bit more of like the fashion space. So if that's, the product that I have, this would be great. And then she's got some really solid base hits mixed in, right? An 80,000 view right there. Couple thousand across the board here. Let's see what else we got. 22,000, 300,000. This is a home run, right? I see Danielle, and if I have something that's like, yeah, like an outfit, beach bag, maybe some type of like skincare, perfume, this is a home run hire right here. So let's go back. Now, what I would recommend doing when you're starting out, let's see, I think I got this here as down here. Month one. Okay. So yeah, let's assume we got $10,000 to spend here. $10,000 to play around with. I might go hire Danielle. What I've found is like, this like 5-10 video range is kind of a really good sweet spot. These like 30 video per month contracts, these used to be pretty big. I'm starting to see this die down more and more because creators, they kind of just get burnt out. And you're gonna start to lose that efficiency, right? So if you only hire a creator for like $5 or sorry, 5 videos or 10 videos, you're gonna get more like creative output out of them as opposed to they gotta make a video every single day and they start to like not take every single video seriously, right? So whereas it is more work, like if I was gonna hire 10 creators to make 5 videos each, or I could go hire, so what is that? 10 creators, 5 videos each, that's 50 videos. Or I go hire one creator for 30 and one for 20. Like it's more work for me to manage more creators. But in terms of an efficiency standpoint, you're going to get better results by hiring them for fewer. One is just not enough. Like 5 to 10 is kind of a good sweet spot. So I'd probably go hire Danielle, 10 videos a month, $400. Cool. Still got a lot more money to play with. Go around and basically do that same process across the board. Let's just go check out another creator. So let's see. I mean, these are some incredible rates right here. Let's check out Cam, $210 for 10 videos. That's unreal. And what was the stats? She did 20,000 GMV. So let's see. So there's no pinned viral videos, which it's not like a red flag. But you'd like to see some viral videos. Looks like her floor again is pretty good. These are, I typically ignore the most recent ones because they could be super new, but we're getting like 700 to 1,000. Less of the like aesthetic style as the last creator. You know, she's got some supplements mixed in. So if I was doing a supplement, could be good. A lot of base hits. I don't see too many videos that are like kind of breaking through that 1,000 range. Um, okay, so here's one, 27,000. She's talking about, GLP-1, some type of supplement. So if I had a supplement, here's one that's, 9,000. Um, so not bad. Not bad, not bad. So I'm gonna go back here. Again, for $210, for 10 videos, it's pretty solid, right? It's like playing baseball. You're looking at the batting average and, you're gonna strike out on most creators. That's kind of the name of the game. But you're looking for those ones that actually convert. So let me go back to the playbook now that we're kind of talking about the strategy. Let's assume we're starting from 0, because that's where we see most people come in to us. They're starting at 0. That's the hardest place to start, but it's becoming more and more common. Completely different playbook if you're already at, 100K a month, half a million a month, and you're trying to get to 1 million. But let's just assume you're starting from 0. Let's also assume you have $10,000 to spend. Everyone's like, oh, what's the like right budget? There is no right. There's no right. There's no wrong budget. Let's just assume, 10,000 a month. What you need to know, your goal for months 1 to 3, the only goal is just find and crack winning angles and winning creators. You will be unprofitable months 1, 2, potentially even months 3. Any agencies that, they tell you, hey, month 1, we're going to get you profitability. It's a stretch. It's not like what it was back in early 2024, where you just get a good product and you get, a ton of creators and you're blowing it up. Yes, that still happens here and there, but it's unlikely. So like you got to go into it knowing that months 1 and 2, you're going to be unprofitable. Goal for that first month is just try to start getting some GMV in the door. If you can get 1,000, 5,000 GMV back and you start to find these winning angles, that's really the goal for the first month. Then what you're doing in month 2. So let's say you have $10,000, 10K, and that'll probably get you, let's call it 25 creators, and you're going to be paying them, about $400 each, maybe like 10 videos each, something like that. You might get, we'll call it 250 videos. What you want to see here across those 25 creators, I'll tell you what's probably going to happen. Let's call it 17 of them are going to earn you 0. That's just the name of the game. Whole separate video. You guys can check it out. But we did this analysis across, I think it was 700. We had 750,000 videos in our agency, and it was like 64 million in GMV. Took all of those, ran it through some, AI tools, and the top 1% of videos drove, I'm gonna forget the number, but it was like 94% of the GMV, something like that. And I believe it was 80% of videos earned 0. So apply the same logic here. 17 out of the 25 are gonna get you 0. You're gonna have like 1 to 2 that actually do really well. And really well in this instance might be like 1,000 GMV. Again, it's early for you. Don't expect anything crazy. But like 1 to 2 are gonna show really promising signs. And then you're gonna have like 5 to 6 that maybe get you somewhere between 1 and like 10 sales. So we'll just call it $1 to like, I don't know, 200 GMV. That's like a realistic month 1 of what's going to happen. A lot of people are going to get 0. There's also going to be a lot that fall off. So like in our platform, if you go and hire someone, let's say I want to hire someone for like 10 videos for $250, and they end up not making those videos, you'll get refunded, right? You won't actually end up paying for it because these creators, they only get paid out at the end. And so what also is going to happen is like a lot of them will kind of fall off, right? They'll make like 4 or 5 videos and then they end up just like not finishing it. So they never get paid. You get that money back. Just kind of part of the game when it goes to hiring TikTok shop affiliates. So that's what's going to likely happen month 1. Now, month 2, here's what you want to do. You want to cut every single creator that did not earn $1, right? Pretty obvious, but you want to do that right off the bat. Now, everyone else that did earn some GMV, Some of them, like, if they only had 1 or 2 sales, you'd probably wanna let them go. But the ones that even if they're not, like, profitable, even if they're just showing, like, some promising signs, you wanna double down on them, right? Because now you found a couple angles that work. So not only are you doubling down on the creators that are working, but your brief that you initially sent, you want to go and readjust that because now you're going to do a round 2 of hiring. And so you want to take about 50%. Let's say you're having people make 10 videos. You might put 5 video scripts in there that are literally just recreations or remixes of those top performing videos, right? Literally anything that generated GMV, you go back to all the other creators that you hire, right? So let's say again, you cut like 20 of the 25, you kept 5, and then month 2, you went back and I don't know, let's say you hired 15 new ones. You want to take those videos that did well from the initial group and tell this next group, hey, start to make videos like this. Maybe switch up the hook a little bit, maybe change something like that. But you have things that are working. And so now you're going to start to see your efficiency go up and then continue to test some new angles. You basically want to rinse and repeat this every month. Trim the fat, double down on creators that are working. Because also the creators that have made videos that have worked before, they're going to be kind of excited to work with you now because they're actually generating commission as well. And like they have something that worked, just have them double down on it. That's the one thing that we see people struggle with the most. It's like, especially if you get a video that goes viral, most people are like, oh man, like, if I keep posting the same thing, people are going to get bored of it. You have to hammer that angle left and right. The creator that made it, have them literally go immediately hire them for 10 more videos. Hey, make that same video, 10 different variations. You want to go back to all the other creators too? Same exact concept. So that's month 2. Month 2, you should be picking up more in GMV. Month 3, this is really where like you should be aiming for break even. Like if you're spending 10K on creators, you want to be aiming for a break even around month 3. What's going to happen too? That's really going to expedite this. Now you're going to start to pick up the pure affiliates. Whereas in the beginning I said, what did I say? Pure affiliate, it's a slow, long grind, and you don't really have any levers to pull when it comes to affiliates. Now that you're starting to get traction, right? You probably turn on the GMV max, you're getting more content made, you're getting visibility with, the buyers, with customers, but you're also getting visibility with other affiliates, right? You get that one video, they get you 2.4 million views. Next thing you know, you have like 100 sample requests coming in left and right. And so now maybe you're paying for 250 videos per month to be created, but now you're getting 600 videos that are free. They're coming from affiliates. And so this is where you typically want to see that break even come in. All right, this one's getting a little longer than what I wanted, but I hope this was helpful. If you guys want to get access to this platform, you want to work with us, there should be a link somewhere below to book a call. We'll help you out on TikTok Shop if we can. Hope you guys found this one valuable, and I'll see you in the next video.